Hello everyone, welcome back. Round 2 is just about to begin shortly, but of course a more important message is, guys, CCFN is raising funds tonight and will be participating in Squad Up for Stack Up happening tomorrow night at 8 PM UTC time. Of course, we're helping raise funds for the veterans all around the world suffering from depression, PTSD, and combat injuries. Guys, what is StackUp.org? It is a charity whose motto is Veterans are our mission, gaming is our passion. Of course, with the money raised, Stack Up, what do they do? Of course, what do they do with the money? They send supply crates to the front lines, hospitals, the humanitarian missions, peacekeeping operations, filled with consoles and games to help troops recover from mental and physical trauma. Of course, they also do send deserving and disabled veterans to major gaming events around the world. They get veterans and civilians together to have a shared fun community built around gaming, because sometimes when these troops come back, they need somewhere to return home to, okay? Now, happening tomorrow night, on the 11th of November at 8 PM UTC time, Squad will be hosting Squad Up for Stack Up with giveaways and prizes throughout the night. Of course, prizes will be located in a link that I will place. Every $5 donation, okay, will give you the chance to go in the running to win some of the epic prizes listed, okay? But also, remember, every dollar matters from $1 to $2. Okay, guys, we're going to get back into round 2 of this special charity event for good old Squad Up for Stack Up. We saw the mum codes take out round 1. Let's get into it. I think these guys will be starting very, very shortly. Of course, if you guys have just joined, welcome to CCFN, Community Clan Fight Night. We are a supporting campaign for the squad, of course, for StackUp.org. Just raising funds tonight for this worthy cause, as stated before. In terms of what we're going to see this evening, we're going to see Samari Bala AAS version 3 played out, okay, and the teams basically fighting it out for round 2. Round 1 we've already done. For round 2, of course, we're going to see Old Man Bring Death, Fear Academy, and the special guest tonight, OWI Devs Squid, okay, which we call, I think it's Fear Old Men OWI. And on the malicious side, we do have good old the Mumbarines and Redcoats, known as the Mumcoats, okay. Joining me this evening is good old Chronic. Chronic is here. He's one of the co-founders of CCFN, along with Melbo back in the day. And special guest as well, Z-Trooper. What up?
Hey.
Yo.
Of course, we'll be flying around this evening. We'll be giving you all the whole rundown. I'm going to be over on the United States Army side again. Of course, I'll be seeing it from Old Man Bring Death, Fear Academy, and the Squid point of view. And we may have, I think Chronic is going to stay over on the militia side. He's going to stay with the Mumcoats. I think Z-Troop is going to stay with me on the American Army. We'll give updates to each other of what tactics they're playing, of course. And I guess the tickets, you know, guys, it's all about tickets here. 500 tickets in the top right-hand corner and 2 hours time limits. Okay. Squad leaders for the United States side are OMBD Kylan. We do have a squad leader, FA Daisy, and for the good old LWI devs, the SL Squid Oxy. If you guys don't know how the map is set out, you've never seen it before, just joining us, guys. We are playing Samari Bala AAS version 3, United States, starting on the Bravo 7 keypad 7 marker. First cap for them is the marketplace, followed by the slums, then the mosque, souk, and school. The militia forces starting over on the J5 keypad 6. And this is the layout for the American forces. As we see, I am in the admin cam, so I see everything from above, and the battle happens on the ground. The more intense, the more
Such
action.
A different opening.
It's very different.
Marines, you can always count on them being very aggressive.
Exactly. Exactly. So, let me just zoom out a bit here. We'll see what the layout for the American forces are and the militia forces. Americans are going to be blue this evening, red for the militia forces, okay? If you do see any arrows pointing down, that means that person is down. They have to wait for a revive for a medic, or actually wait to respawn. Any arrows that are pointed up is actually for anyone still alive and still battling it out. Okay, so if we do see the militia are already on the Souk area. They are already on the mosque area, which we do see the redcoats and mumbarines there. And Old Man Bring Death on their second cap, which is the slums area. Any markers such as castles that you see here are known as forward operating bases or FOBs. This is the main spawn point for any or all squads, and rally points which are located such as this, 2 and 3. This is only for squad 2, this is only for squad 3. They have 9 spawn points on this, unlimited spawn points on a FOB. If a FOB is taken down or removed by the opposing team, that's it, 20 tickets. In terms of rally point, it's free. No tickets removed.
I see you haven't set up a stream squad yet.
Ah, yes. Thank you so much, Steve. Caught in the moment. So, why did I set up Stream Squad then? Because that allows me to hear the SLs. Of course, that has made me an SL of my own stream group. I'm not on the ground, but I can hear the SLs or squad leaders talking it out when they would like to communicate.
Where do you want me pushing in or? Yeah, just.
Yeah, I just want to say we're on $985 now.
Wow.
Big shout out to everyone. Hopefully we can break that 1K mark this evening on this stream.
Yeah, thank you.
So impressed.
Yeah, exactly, guys. Thank you so much for getting, of course, behind this worthy cause. You know, everyone here, everyone playing, of course, gamers. They're playing the virtual war, but you know, we do have realistic warriors or veterans out there that are within the main conflicts, guys. Some do come back with depression, PTSD, combat injuries. Stack up, sorry, is what they do is they get those guys. Anyone that likes games, I guess, you know, there has been studies that with gaming it can actually help with the flashbacks for these guys suffering PTSD. So that's the main cause for Stack Up. It's a really good cause. All this week and all last week I've been reading about it and what they've been doing.
Okay, you doing any progress on Mosque?
It's insane, the goal that you already reached. Wait, you're gonna blow it out the water. The thing hasn't even really started yet.
Exactly. Yeah, so the main event, of course, starting tomorrow, guys. So, of course, on November 11th. We're just getting preparation for that. Schedules will be listed, and we'll link it below. That's located on the Squad Up for Stack Up on the Tiltify. Click on that for the schedule happening tomorrow. It starts at 8 PM UTC time, and it runs for several hours, I believe. CCFM will be the first up opening. And of course, throughout, we do have, of course, prizes to be given away. We do have streamers across Twitch and developers versing the good old squad devs. And we do have close quarter combat 4v4s. We have a lot planned for tomorrow.
Yeah, it's going to be cool.
It's going to be epic. Be sure to basically tune in on twitch.tv/join squad. They'll be hosting everyone tomorrow. Also, a special mention, we will see Squad Ops there doing their famous One Life missions. They're one of the real sim communities within the squad community. They're going to be doing, to close off the show for tomorrow, they're going to be doing that. Alright, so at the moment, let's get back into the game and see what's happening. The blue forces, of course, on the map are the American forces. Squad 3 being the Squid guys, heading down towards the Foxtrot 7 keypad 4 to 5 area, clearing out this compound here. And then we do have a bit of a line around here. Of course, Squad 1 being on BD, Old Man Bring Death, Kylan heading that squad, and Fear Academy's Daisy heading the squad south of the slums. The defense flag for the Americans is the slums headed to the north. They're coming under constant contact with a couple of militia forces there, known as good old the Mumblemarines, headed by, I believe, Calm and Nordic. Or it could just be Nordic. But the Old Men Bring Death and a bit of Fear Academy as well, doing really well in defense. Already 10 minutes played in the top right-hand corner, coming up to around about 9 minutes. But 480 tickets still in play for the American forces.
Yeah, these guys are holding tight. Sorry there. 496. Only 4 tickets lost so far.
But we managed.
In terms of the militia forces, we do have 496. We have 16 ticket difference. Of course, an asset lost, a couple assets lost there by the insurgent forces. Will allow for the Americans to sort of get back up. Finding a fob will take down 20 tickets. But of course, the militia, what they don't want to do is start giving up. They start giving up. Every one that gives up, for instance, Diego, if he gives up, that's going to cost a ticket. So what he's doing, he's staying down. He's waiting for a medic to get towards his position. And he'll wait until he bleeds out if he has to. Communication, the key, very, very important when it comes to squad. So a lot of these squad leaders will have to start talking to each other. In terms of each person in a squad of 9 will have to use the squad comms. And of course, local comms on the ground as well. If you use local comms, you'll be able to talk to anyone in your nearest vicinity. And all of that you can see within the controls of squad.
Oh no, he didn't, did you?
Should we keep pushing the south flank, or should we
Blitz got taken down, did he?
north with you guys and do a hard north flank?
No, he's going.
You can do a hard north flank.
I'm just doing hard.
A beautiful moment down south just earlier, where the Squid and the Redcoats were fighting it out.
We are going to see a bit of engagement very soon. Yep.
There was a beautiful moment. The Squid guys got completely annihilated. White guy just hid behind a rock, cowering for his life, and the entire Redcoats walked past him. The last guy that spotted him.
The famous Saving Private Ryan scene where you see that person crying on the beach, rocking backwards and forwards.
That's exactly what it was.
So here, 3-man squad of the Redcoats, Snako, Grumpy, and Citrix up against the good old squad devs. We do see Citrix go down. 2 squad devs down, being Merlin and Anders.
Yeah, we've got a nice Redcoats FA engagement over it.
We need you to go on the attack.
So a couple of key locations, they aren't marked in this map, but they will be on other layers of the Samari Balar. Of course, there are different versions of each map. We call this the police station on the Echo 6 keypad 6 area, and we do call G6 keypad 2 the Palace. It is known as the Palace. So if you guys hear us say the police station or Palace, then those are the locations that you will see marked on the map. So Fear Academy doing a really nice engagement just towards the east of the police station. Squid still under contact with the Redcoats out towards the west of the police station.
Pretty quietly east side, northeast now.
And the Redcoats they have a really nice line looking out towards their northwest or west location. So we are looking at the Redcoats located here, the militia forces, on that Foxtrot 6 keypad 6 area. A nice line looking for any Americans coming in or crossing. Guarding at that point, that is the next attack point for the American forces, and they have to defend this point here, being the Foxtrot 5, actually, Foxtrot 5, yes, keypad 7. There we go. Old Man Death heading up towards the north side of Mosque in a high north, but we see also the Mumblemarines doing the same on the militia side, heading to the high north of the slums. It's already been marked on the map for the American forces. SLs use these markers to indicate across all people playing for the Americans of possible enemies or any technicals about. Americans really have to be careful towards the north side of the slums.
S23, there's a full enemy squad northeast of slums.
Yeah, you've got an OMDB squad all the way east. Do you know what them guys are up to, Saint?
Negative.
I repeat, there's a lot of enemies northeast of slums.
Yeah, so Kylan there just stating there's a lot of enemies northeast of the slums, which is it's almost a full squad of Mummarines. A Humvee there getting hit twice, one more shot on that, and it's all over Red Rover. But the Mummarines still heading up towards the north of the slums, and I think while the Fear Academy guys are down towards the south side. Where did Fear Academy go? That is the question.
They have placed a
Yep.
fob at the top of the map.
Which would be the Mummarines, correct?
Yeah, Echo 3.
Alright, so Chronic, of course, being on the other side, is giving me information that on the Echo 3, was it? Or Echo 4, a fob has been placed by the militia forces. They do have to wait some time for that to be activated. There goes a Humvee costing tickets there.
Whoa, someone went flying. He's coming back down. He's... Oh, there you go.
I missed it, I don't know where. So here we only have Fear Academy and a few others. They're going to start protecting the slums area where the Mummarines are going to head up towards the northern side of the slums, which is the D point, or the defense point for the American forces. And we do have a line of Mummarines now heading around. They have to be really careful, the Americans, because if this fob is discovered on Echo 5 keypad 4, and of course if it's not fought for, and there's more militia and they start digging it up, then we're going to see 20 tickets lost.
Squid Oxy making a play across the river, moving the Squid squad up.
So we're going to see how Squid play out, the good old OWI devs. These are the guys who created this marvelous early access.
One goes down.
Drave goes down there by Rajas there from Redcoats. Anders and Oxy still alive. Oxy is the squad leader as well. He has to be really careful. Of course, throwing smoke out to get the covers, but Oxy gets taken down there by 2. He gets taken down there by Pantone and Dr. Hacks.
I'm not sure if they got any medics left. We need to get a nade over that wall. One nade would clear the militia out.
Okay, now Mummarines, what the Mummarines are starting to do, they're starting to head in towards the northeast of the slums. And a couple of the Fear Academy and mix of Old Man Bring Death there on BD are going to start defending that area. Of course, local comms will be used with the Mummarines there.
Copy.
Redcoat's
Yeah,
still securing the mosque.
Yeah, we got someone asking for some close up action, saying.
Yeah, let's get some James Cameron into play.
Give him a feel of what it's like from the player's perspective.
Just don't go full Michael Bay on it.
put extra visuals in everything.
Turn your lens flares on, boys.
Ooh, moonshine down by FA Easy.
We're gonna follow Zeep here. Under a bit of pressure.
I need a medic.
That fob.
I'm bleeding. I don't
Be
have
a good
bandages.
triangulation from where their other fob is.
Medic! Come to me, Zeke.
So using
Yeah, it's kicking out the mosque.
What the fuck?
Militia pushed out across the river and assaulted the US position.
Bit of a ditch of the Humvee up towards the slums area. Wow, Mato just got taken down out towards the west. Ditching that Humvee. Trying to get into cover. Resilience there. He's going to then unload more on this Humvee. And I'll head over towards the mosque
US
area as well.
Have done the vehicles this round so far.
Americans down to 390 tickets. There goes a Humvee. Oh my god, right in my face. My ears are bleeding. There we go. And then more tickets down there. 366 tickets left. I'm going to head over towards another battle zone, I think happening down south, where we do have Old Man Bring Death and a bit of Redcoats.
I just watched that explosion back then on the stream, saying that was pretty dope, man.
I feel like a war correspondent on the ground, just running. Just everyone just dying around me. This is what's happening on the front lines. So here we do have the Mummarines and Redcoats out towards the southeast of the palace. A lot of markers placed here. Mummarines and Redcoats down here in a bit of a nice little position. Rajas and Pantern. Let's head up to another battle that's happening. Of course, this is the attack point needed, which is the school area.
Do you want us to stay on attack or help defend?
And it looks like these slums are now starting to get taken. This is the slums area, the D position, of course. Enough militia in that position, and it will start to go like this. It is currently owned by the Americans. It will then turn neutral, and then it will turn into militia. It's up to the Americans, really, to start pushing that flag to either stalemate it or really run the militia off. But the Americans now worried about their fob located over on this position, which is the Echo 5 keypad 4 area.
E4, keep an eye. Enemy fob up.
Yeah, we know. I have to renew the market.
Watch it, they're right outside the door.
Go on.
Yeah, some great interclan communication there between Nordic and Rossi.
The militia now neutralizing the slums you see over in the left-hand side. LAT there, FA's at Mato. You see a bit of the LAT, of course those rockets do take down vehicles, but they also blow anyone out. Very nice defensive position here on the west side. We are looking around about the Echo 5 keypad 7 marker.
How are the tickets looking on militia side?
We're on 441 now, Z Trooper.
So on the American side, 338 tickets. We're looking around about 100 and so tickets. Assy getting a shot to the head there.
Holy shit.
Old Man Bring Death having a battle up towards the north of the slums. Old Man Bring Death taking down Blitz's crew. They've found the fob. And they're going to start getting into that.
Ooh, calm, laying waste to Shredeemer there.
Alright, we do have Old Man Bring Death now digging a fob located on the Echo 4 keypad 3 marker. Now it's up to the militia forces to see if they can re-secure that fob. Of course, if they don't, that's going to cost 20 tickets to the militia forces.
Squad 1 dealing with the fob.
Ooh, calm versus OWI, and calm goes down.
That's what I like to hear.
Just located on the fob region, that is where...
Yeah, the squad doing a good job of staying alive there. They had an encounter with the Mummarines and managed to handle it. Still up.
We do have Fear Academy pushing back into the slums area. It is now neutral. It is for the taking, so militia can start recapping, which they are. Just heard through the squad leader comms. Or if there are enough militia, they can start capping as well.
Recapping slums.
Squad leader stating they have recapped the slums. A fob now down towards the northern side. That's going to ease a bit of pressure there for the American forces and start regrouping. So where are the militia going to attack from next? That is the question.
Hotel 5 keypad 3 Saint. Now I've got Rossi Raider reporting a fob at that location.
Correct. Hotel 5
Squad one,
keypads
enemy around
are
us,
on the
north.
border of 2 and 3.
In the river?
We do see Redcoats now pushing back over towards the mosque area, of course, being pushed out of the slums with that attack. They're going to start sending a force back towards the mosque and start re-securing that. It's about attacking and defending, and read what your opponent's going to do. Having a look at having a look at the Americans here, looks like Squad 1, Old Men Bring Death, are going to start heading out towards the eastern side, and we're going to have a couple now guarding that slums area.
So there's a lot of common chatter going on. I think they're looking to stack up now to reorganize, get back together, and make a big team push.
I see what you did there. They're gonna stack up. Look at that. Sneaky, cheeky.
We're not quite there yet. We're still looking to get that $1,000 target from tonight's stream. So.
Definitely, guys. As stated before, this stream is for good old stackup.org.
Got contacts west.
Get those donations in.
Western flank they got over there at the Mumble Marines. Did they have a FARP or something?
Wow. I'll be covering that very shortly. Old Men Bring Death now heading in towards the mosque area. They're going to head on towards the eastern side. Mumble Marines now making a line looking out towards the west. Now it looks like a couple Mumble Marines hearing the shots of US weapons. And having a look down, looks like that fob has been lost there. The Hilo 5 keypad 2-3 fob located there. Just previously, looks like a 3-man squad of redcoats there. Finding that 293 tickets for the American forces.
Yeah, we're looking at 100 ticket difference now. That fob has hurt him badly.
Alright, we're going to head out towards the western side of slums because we, as stated before, Z-Troop is stating that the Mumble Marines doing a deep flank west.
Squad 3, we're capping slums.
So very, very smart there by doing a deep flank west. Now that fob is starting to go down.
It's fine. Squad 1, just get into mosque.
Of course, you don't have to dig up the fob, guys, if you have enough people on that fob location. Then that fob will gradually go down, but you can see here, Mumble Marine's calm now, getting out his good old shovel. He's going to start digging that down to get it down faster. Of course, with this loss, we were at 279 tickets, now down to 250 tickets. That's 2 fobs lost in the space of
that's hurting really,
2 minutes.
really bad. But we haven't lost a ticket over here in the past couple of minutes, so I think Blitz is called to reform the team to stack them back up. It's paid dividends.
So there you do see the Mumble Marines that we just saw previously on the mosque area. Wow, Anders just got RPG'd. Mumble Marines that we just saw previously on the mosque area. A couple of them are down. They're heading basically close quarter combats with Old Man Bring Death up towards the east-northeast side.
OMDB Kylan goes down.
Of course, anyone joining us this evening, good old the free weekend has started for Squad. Get your first taste of Squad if you don't have the game. It runs, of course, from now. Get over to Steam and look for and type in Squad. Get that free download. Of course, for the weekend, starting today being Thursday, runs all the way through to Sunday. And if you like it that much, hey, the Squad guys have done even better. They've put it on 50%, 50% off Squad as well. It's definitely a game to
Ding, ding, ding.
coming at us.
Yeah, ding, ding, ding. It's definitely.
Look at the counter.
Probably the whole red
Yeah,
coat.
big shout there to OMDB Zygon for taking us up to the 1K mark on the
Wow.
donations.
There's
Thank-
your supply crate right there.
There we go. So of course, we have been told that the possibility of a supply crate. So if we raise $1,000 US, which we just have, we can send a supply crate to any forward line or to anywhere we choose. Of course, more details about that later on. But thank you so much to everyone to tuning in tonight, sending in your donations. Every donation that is $5 or above $5, you go in the running to win the prizes, guys. You win prizes throughout tomorrow night. We will
Yeah,
get that linked
every
also.
donation, man. Every donation.
Every donation.
Just trying to do some adjustment.
$1, $2, it doesn't matter, guys. It's for a
Quick
great
side push,
cause.
on the south instead. Get right.
Having a look and getting back into it, Redcoats still securing the militia forces, still securing the Moss area, of course, which is the attack marker for the Americans. Americans still defending off the slums. I think the Mumbarines still giving them havoc over towards the western area. I think we're going to get Squid, Ghost Dance, and Calm very in close vicinity. Oh, unfortunately there for Squid, Ghost Dance 101. Gets a shot on Calm, but Calm has the reflexes. Takes down an OWI Dev. Of course, having that red arrow as well says that he is injured. Moonshine there being a medic. He's going to start patching up good old Calm there. There had to be Zeep coming on in. Gets Calm one shot. Possible left shoulder there. That allows for Calm to be revived. If the medic is around, he can get the revive. Moonshine now trying to creep out. Fear Academy Zeep takes that one.
Fuck, just around the corner, dude.
Fear Academy holding off the Mumbarines out towards the west of the slums. There's a battle. There's constant battles happening over towards the mosque area. Old Man Bring Death not giving up. Going to keep trying assaulting where they can. Kylan and a four-man team along with him. There's a little battle happening south side of Mosque. Old Man Bring Death's Kylan. It looks like a medic is around, which is going to be Sulkin. So if we get down here, what he has done is he's now he's basically bandaged Old Man Bring Death Robbie. And now he's got out his medipack and starting to fully revive him.
Yeah, Robbie's looking good and nade out there straight away.
Of course, still being alert, checking 360.
He's found another fob. Sorry to interrupt you there, Saint.
So Rossi pushing has possibly found another fob located on the Foxtrot 5 keypad 9 region, and that is correct. Redcoat's finding that other fob, of course, pushing out those little groups for fob hunting. Of course, defending an objective, attacking an objective, but hey, you can also get in those little groups to go ahead and find some fobs, which they're doing. And they definitely know where to sniff it out.
Squad 1 situation.
So that's going to take him down to 190 tickets.
To say the least.
And now we do have an offensive going to happen on the east side of Slums. East side of Slums, where we do see Redcoats and Mumbarines pushing in there. Daisy's going to come into contact there with Dr. Hayes. And Daisy goes down. We do see now a pincer move on Fear Academy, or whoever's left on the Slums area. They're dealing with the Mumbarcoats out towards the western region. And now they're dealing with the Redcoats out on the east.
The Blitzer reporting on comms there that it's very hot at Mosque.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we do see Old Man Bring Death. Only one person... Actually, no... one person around the vicinity of the mosque area, which would be Old Man Bring Death Mel. The rest of the Old Man Bring Death guys coming out of... That would be the Souk area.
Tonk there with a takedown, I think.
And Squid out towards the western area. I'm not too sure if they are looking for a fob or have found a fob.
Militia are capping slums now.
Of course, having enough Reds or militia forces inside that cap zone, that is right there, that blinking thing is the cap zone, and it is being capped. Of course, under the control of the American forces, it will go from American to neutral, then to the militia. The militia just have to hold off the Americans until that happens. We'll be told on the left-hand side of the screen when it does go neutral and when it does get capped.
It's all going off in local down here.
Where's that happening?
Over at slums. They're pretty much in control now. It's just FA Shudima facing, I think it's a Mumcoat squad. Last man standing.
And is taking a shot there on the western side, putting his head up straight through the left of the chest. Now down, medics will have to try and get him up. They have enemies out towards the northern side. We are looking at the far west slums. The militia now slowly starting to recap the slums from the American forces. Redeemer, the only one left alive.
You want us just back to slums?
It's about to be neutral, reported by Rossi Radar. Oh, someone's coming in.
Diego has heard the shots. Doesn't know where from. They face Redeemer now.
What's the status on Mosque?
Don't forget they got stairs on my side.
Nah, I think they're not capping, mate.
Yep.
Just keep it.
Slums goes neutral.
So on the left-hand side there, you see the militia now neutralizing the slums. Now they have to start capping it. They have to stay inside that zone. Of course, just leaving a couple of men inside there. 144 tickets remaining for the American forces. 1 hour 24 of play. We're looking around about the 40-minute mark now.
Yeah, they've got no idea he's there whatsoever.
So yeah, Shredima there, not giving away his position
Pushing
before he did.
to market, we got contacts there already.
He's playing it nice and safe.
A lot tighter match this time around.
Yeah, I was just looking at the scoreboard a minute ago. The KDM points is much closer.
So if we do have a look there, of course, the kills, the green, the red, the deaths. Of course, for the Americans side, the KD ratio 117 to 132. For the militia forces, 129 to 121 now. Of course, each kill for the American forces is reduced from the militia side. Every death on the militia side is reduced for the Americans. We are looking at, of course, it is not about Shredima there taking down 3. Yeah, it's taking down 2 there.
Shredima.
Takes down 3 there.
I killed 4.
He managed to take down pretty much an entire squad over time. Just hugging the corner.
Of course, each person giving up is, of course, a reduction of tickets in the top right-hand corner. Every fob taken down is a reduction. Of course, every asset lost is a reduction as well, and every flag capped is also a reduction there. There's quite a couple of things for tickets to be lost.
Squad 3, you can get hard contact.
So it looks like the American forces now pushing back to the marketplace, so they're slowly losing the battle lines. We're going to have Squid out towards the north side of the market, and then we're going to have a couple of FA guys just on towards the south side looking there.
About to cap slums.
So now the militia capturing the slums there. That's going to take the tickets down to 78 tickets there for the American forces, top right-hand corner. 1 hour 22 left of play. How are the militia looking for tickets over there?
Yeah, 366, so it's a comfortable lead now.
Yeah, so a comfortable lead there for the mum coats. Of course, we can never call a game until the last ticket is dropped. We have seen games where winning by 1 ticket, and by winning by 1 ticket, it blows your mind, or losing by 1 ticket blows your mind. It should be the case of when you're on the ground, you never give up, wait for your medic, and it's also when you're low on tickets, never give up.
Across. Oh, there's fires to the southeast.
Copy that.
Nice there, move there by Drave and Gaze, I think it is, Gaz, on the slums, pushing and taking down Rossi Raider, Zorak, and Zim there from Mumbaroons and Redcoats. Squid doing a really nice push on towards the slums position.
I think they fobbed some souk somewhere. There's some placements around souk, so it can't be far away. And we've been both east and northwest of.
Some of them placements can be placements still there, except 50 cals and ammo.
No, it's 50 cals and ammo. That's definitely enemy fob.
Where is he?
Last players.
A couple of firefights happening down towards the south side of the slums area. A lot of local chat here by Old Man Bring Death.
Exactly, good shot from, buddy.
Yeah, Rossi saying he was in trouble for a minute there on slums, but I think they've been quick to react.
Got him. Are they more?
Status on market.
I'm right here in the door. I'm right here in the door.
Markets.
Right.
Right here in the door.
Checking right, checking right. Checking left.
Market is A firm. Secure.
Could be inside here.
Copy that one.
Careful.
Keep going.
Blitzy getting taken down there, getting pincered.
Got him.
You sure got? Yeah, I gotta patch myself.
We got enemies west of you, Scott.
Oh shit, wait.
Revive here, Anderson. When you get up,
Really good use here of local comms. This is what we'd like to see in the game.
Yeah, do me. That's to your west side. West, patch yourself.
Beautiful.
Squid doing really well here with Old Man Bring Death on the western side of the slums. We are looking around about this location here. Really nice local communication, talking between each other of where the enemies may be. And through that, you can just see Redcoats now losing 2-4-6. 6 guys. Only Mumbaroons Dr. Hacks around the vicinity.
Yeah, I've got a few comments on the Twitch chat there about that hallway being a bit of a meat grinder.
Is someone watching this hallway?
Bit of a battle happening over towards the marketplace. I'm just going to head down over there. Looks like all round Mumbaroons have been on the attack. And they've been in the faces of everyone. The American army now neutralizing the slums, which is very, very important. Of course, that into neutral there. If they can secure that, get a couple of points back. But Fear Academy, it's a big job for them to really push back the Mumbaroons on the south side of the market. That's where we are located, Squad 2. It looks like a spawn point for the Mumbaroons down towards the south side, maybe the Delta 7 region of the market, south of market there. We see a couple of Mumbaroons spawning there. Could be a rally point, it could be a fob. But, it's up to the Fear Academy guys to hold that off while the attacking forces of Old Man Bring Death and Squid, or the OWI devs, start getting it and taking this back. They're up against the Redcoats here. Old Man Bring Death pushing up towards the northern side, so they're going to flank around, they're going to come into the east and maybe pincer the Redcoats.
One known enemy just south of the
Yeah, Militia definitely been feeling the pressure this round. It's not been an easy job for them.
That's good. 27 tickets remaining for the American forces. We're coming up to almost 50 minutes, 45 at the moment. Anderson getting shots in the head.
The key equalised. It's 155 to 156, 158 to 159.
So it's really come down to losing a couple of assets there with the Americans. I think they lost maybe 2 or so Humvees, could be more. But of course, losing a couple of fobs. Yeah, so we've lost 2 fobs in 2 minutes, losing another after that, so you already have 60, and anything before that. The Americans still holding as much as they can on the slums. There's a lot of Americans down, so the medics have to get to them. As we can see, Scavy here for the Redcoats. He's getting his guys up to really reduce those ticket deficit, but also to get the guys into the cap and get as many persons to start neutralizing it back. While Fear Academy and Mumble Marines keep hammering each other down on the marketplace, keeping up the pressure.
But we're in bad shape, mate.
Guys, again, thank you so much this evening. Of course, raising now $1,000 for Squad Up for Stack Up. Stack Up, of course, being the charity of choice. The event hasn't even started yet. That starts tomorrow, November 11th at 8 p.m. UTC. Be sure to check out. I believe Join Squad will be hosted on the main Twitch page. But there'll be a variety of things happening tomorrow. But thank you for donating to such a worthy cause. I hope it's been quite entertaining and just showing a glimpse of what Squad can be like. Of course, free weekend has been launched already. So get over to Steam if you don't have the game. Try it out. There's a lot of people within the Squad community looking to help out anyone that is new to this game. And of course, if you do love the game and you grow a passion for it, the Squad devs are going, you know what, we're going to give you a 50% off as well. Now, 28 tickets. 28 tickets, of course, recapturing that flag. The Americans gaining tickets back there, keeping them in the fight. The Redcoats still pushing on that slums area. Fear Academy still up against the Mumble Marines on the marketplace. Really good defense there by Fear Academy. It's allowed for Old Man Bring Death and the OWI or Squid guys to re-secure the slums.
Yeah, we've got Redcoats Rusty Raider reporting that he's starting to camp slums again.
Say that again, Chronic?
Yeah, Rusty Raider reporting he's starting to cap slums again.
Okay, so of course that blinking, that blinking sphere that I can only see in admins and admin can only see, that shows that it is starting to get capped. By Chronic being on the other side, it's now told me that the militia will start getting that, and of course quite a lot of Americans down on that cap. Only a couple of Squid guys, OMDB, left alive. There are more militia forces on the east side.
Yeah, militia tickets are dropping quite quickly here. US are fighting back.
Yeah, so we do have 13 tickets for the US. How much of the militia tickets dropped?
We're on 258 now, so it's still a substantial lead, but they have closed the gap.
Definitely, probably around about a 60 or so tickets lost there for the militia side. Maybe just a bit less. So the Americans not giving up, and this is what it's about, guys. It's not giving up. These guys, Squid Merlin there, he's just wait for a medic unless he bleeds out. These tickets mean everything. A couple of Old Man Bring Death guys up towards the north there. They're not going to give up as well. Gonna head down towards.
Ticket counts.
Every ticket counts, guys. A couple of Fear Academy guys are under contact with the Mumble Marines on the south side. Calm, he's going to do a western flank over of the market. Assy and Dark T on the south side. A couple of Fear Academy now all down. Mumble Marines taking them out on the marketplace. 7 tickets remaining for the American forces. What has been a hell of a fight both rounds, especially this round. Gaze there just bleeding out, of course, bleeding, not be able to bandage in time, bleeding out. 6 tickets remaining, coming up to the 50 tickets. Yeah, so now it's all quiet on the western front. So even there, looks like Squid Oxy saying in all chat, GG all, and there we have it. 254 ticket win there by the good old Mumcoats. Wow. Crazy.
Good game, boys. Well played, everyone.
Well, good fight.
guys. Good work, everyone.
GG, that was fun, guys.
Good game.
GG.
Good game.
Good game.
Good game.
Sorry.
Good game.
So everyone, of course, saying GG.
Hey, really nice to have Squid Squad with us.
And there we have it, guys. This has just been a charity event. This is what CCFN is about, is bringing clans together. Thank you very much there for OWI bringing the Squid guys together. I'm sure Z, you can probably confirm that coming tonight, they're practicing for the versing the streamers tomorrow night, of course.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They're just warming up today.
So just warming up is what they're gonna be doing.
I mean, their KD improved by double, going from game 1 to 2. So if that trend continues, they might be at 1-to-1 KD by
Nice. So this is this is a group to look out for. Of course, they
Finely tuned killing machines.
tomorrow. Yeah, we might go even tomorrow.
beautiful stuff. As stated, guys, this has been a good old charity stream event for good old hashtag Squad Up for Stack Up. CCFN is a supporting campaign of this beautiful cause that is going to start launching tomorrow, November 11th, at 8 p.m. UTC time. I will get you links to the schedule of what is happening tomorrow and when it starts to kick off in your time region, wherever you are. Of course, we do have everything lined up from prizes, which I'll link also, down to 4v1 close quarter combat. So a bit of a 4v4 teams happening it out with streamers, devs, communities, developers, everything. Of course, we're looking at good old Squad Ops, one of the real-time sims of the squad community, going to do one of their famous missions, which is a one life only. CCFM will be there. We'll be kicking off the action tomorrow night. From, I think it's around about 8:15 UTC time. We're going to, of course, have what we do is bring the clans together for a classic fight. Good old the grassroots of CCFN. We're also going to have, as stated before, prizes and giveaways, latest news, streamers versus devs, streamers versus streamers across Twitch. It's going to be on the front page of Twitch. It's going to be everywhere. But the main focus, of course, here, guys, is stackup.org. We thank you so much this evening for donating. Of course, donating to us as a supporting campaign is going straight to stackup.org. Thank you so much for a worthy cause. Thank you to everyone watching this evening. Thank you to the clans. Thank you to the devs participating. And of course, thank you to stackup.org for the mission you're doing for the veterans around the world. Of course, their motto, veterans are our mission, gaming is our passion. Any final words, Z, Chronic?
Not that much, other than we're really honored and surprised that you guys did this, put all this work in already. Like, you've been streaming all week, and it's already got $1,000 in the donation pool. That's just ridiculous. I don't even know what to say.
Yeah, but I think and any opportunity for the clans and squad to get together and fight, and they'll be there, man. So yeah, cool shit.
I'm looking forward to tomorrow. It will be a fun day.
It will be. It will be jam-packed for several hours, in fact. Yes, again, thank you to everyone, of course, participating throughout this week and for tomorrow and for until Sunday, and just keep donating. Of course, after this event, keep donating what you can to stackup.org, guys. $1, $2 makes a difference. Of course, for more information in terms of stackup.org, go head over towards stackup.org. But in the meantime, if that's it, I'm going to run the good old StackUp promos, because a picture speaks 1,000 words, and especially a video does as well. And of course, the good old people over at StackUp have put together what they do. for these veterans around the world. Of course, Saint Sass is here from CCFN. Good old Chronic there.
Yeah, but big shout, guys. We'll see you tomorrow for the main event, the big one.
And of course, Z Trooper down there.
Hey, hey, hey. It was fun, guys. I am looking forward to tomorrow.
Definitely.
Especially when we see the CCFN staff in the 4v4 bracket.
Yeah.
When they're off duty.
Exactly. Looks like me and Chronic are gonna
3 a.m. in the morning.
3 a.m.
It's gonna be great.
I think me and Chronic will go as the medics. It will allow for Hayes and Blitzer to go and be our soldiers. I think that's what we're planning to do. But yes, guys, keep the donations rolling if you're donating to us or directly to stackup.org or to Squad Up for StackUp. Saint Sassy's here, Chronic there, Z Trooper there. I'm going to start playing the Stack Up promos, and we'll see you guys tomorrow at 8 p.m. UTC time. Get ready. Shit's about to get heavy. Alright, catch you later, guys.
Peace.
See ya.
Stack Up is a non-profit that focuses on using video games to help veterans either prevent PTSD, cope with PTSD, or just have an outreach to where they have an outlet to where they can meet fellow veterans that want support as well. Stack Up has 3 core programs. We have our Supply Crate program, where we send video games to veterans overseas. That is part of our initiative to help create a stress-free environment for them, or the closest thing we can to it. We have our Local Stacks program, which is our community outreach, so to speak, our volunteers across the nation. And last, we have our Air Assault program, where we fly out vets to events, and we try and show them a good time. You can go to stack-up.org. It's our website. You can also follow us on Twitter or Facebook. It's stackup.org, DOT. And also, we have a public Discord server that information is on all of our social media. Those would be the 3 easiest ways to do it. If not, you can always shoot me an email. Sign up over on the red iPads over here, and we will get you through the push-up challenge. High scores, up to date, we'll walk home with some awesome NTXT gaming gear. Stack Up exists because we felt that there was a need for a charity that not only wanted to help veterans, but wanted to focus on the gaming approach. Because, you know, you're a gamer, I'm a gamer, we're all gamers. We know that gaming is a relaxing thing, and it helps us to unwind. And we want to make sure that there's someone that is focusing on that approach, as opposed to taking a more general or broad approach.
The Stacks are local groups of volunteers that stack up together to support veterans locally and use gaming as a shared language to create welcoming and supportive environments for veterans.
Hi, I'm Jason Mascara. I'm a member of the Pittsburgh Stacks.
My name's Anthony Keaton, and I'm with the San Francisco Bay Area Stack.
I got involved with the Stacks because I was unable to serve myself, and I've always wanted to give back to veterans, and this is a way I could reach out to them through gaming.
Stacks represent a community of friends, family, brothers and sisters in arms, and supporters, all coming together for a common mission, and here that's supporting veterans with gaming.
The Stacks are important to get veterans back together to foster that relationship of community, and then using gaming as, you know, that conduit to get together and to have a good time and to just relax.
The Stacks are organized for civilians and veterans to come together, to volunteer to help out veterans in need, whether they're deployed overseas or just tough times here at home, and have a little fun in the process. We are Stack Up. Will you join us?
My name is Steve Machuga. I'm the founder of StackUp.org. We have a program called our Air Assault program, where we fly disabled or deserving veterans to events like PAX, E3, things like that. The idea is a lot of these guys would never be able to come to one of these, and we want to be able to bring them in as a way of saying, you know, not just thank you, but showing them that when you come here and you see 70, 80,000 people and cosplayers and everything like that, oh, look at all these people. I'm not alone out there.
My name is POC Christopher Allen Griffin. I served for 3.5 years before being honorably medically discharged, Gaming has brought me back from a really dark place. I felt lost. I didn't have a place to go. I didn't know what I could really do with myself. Gaming took me away from my problems and allowed me to express myself in a more functional manner.
My name's Elliot Alcantara, Staff Sergeant retired, U.S. Army. Almost 13 years time in service, 40 months total spent between Iraq and Afghanistan. In those hours where once everything's done, those chill hours, they're chill to other people, but they're not always chill to me. That's the times where you get into those dark places and all that, you get stuck in there. It's a good way for me to center on something, focus on something. You know, it gives me something to look forward to. And those times that once before for me were like the witching hour. That's when I go, and that's when the trouble would start to happen for me, you know? It made those formerly troubled hours of the day, the hours that I actually looked forward to, and where I was doing just fun things.
Soldiers dealing with PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. There's no white paper out there saying, hey, 6 hours of Call of Duty a night will get you over your combat tremors. Gaming, in order to proceed, you have to be paying attention. So it forces you to maintain focus on something other than everything else that you're worried about.
All right, my name's Sean Ravel. I was a sergeant in the United States Army. I was an infantryman. Spent 7 years serving my country. I spent 2 years in Iraq, Mosul, Basra. When I picked up gaming, it was a way to immerse myself into something and feel comfortable. And even if you're out with your family, you're talking to friends, your mind's still going a mile a minute. Gaming just settled everything down. It put everything in front of me versus around me.
My name's Trevor Harris. I was a corpsman in the Navy. I was a AGM-3. I was deployed out with 1st Light Armored Recon, 1st Marine Division. It's been just a great stress reliever, being able to escape from kind of reality. Also kind of connect with people and like kind of break the ice to like be able to share stories and talk with people. Chilling out and just zoning out and just playing video games.
There's a lot of veterans out there that, try to connect through gaming. And together we can talk about gaming, but then that also leads into the places that we've been to and the things that we've gone through and talk about that in a more positive light and a more healing light.
Alright guys, that is going to conclude this evening's charity streaming event. Thank you so much for tuning in. That there was just the stack up promos. As I stated, a picture speaks 1,000 words. I do apologize just before with the no audio. I got that fixed up. But yes, we will see you tomorrow where the big event happens and really the kickoff for this campaign over the weekend happens. November 11th, 8 PM UTC time. We will be doing a sponsored campaign with good old Squad for Squad Up, for Stack Up. A couple of guys and streamers will be doing the same, of course dedicating the time to play Squad. Definitely one of the games that we're going to get veterans to start playing as well. Good old stackup.org is the organization and the charity. We all are sponsoring veterans, are our mission. Gaming is our passion. Of course, from CCFN, St. Sassius, Chronic, and our special guest this evening, along with the Off-World Industries devs playing under Squid. But thank you very much to Z-Trooper for coming along with us this evening and taking a bit of a journey, what CCFN do each week, which happens every Sunday, 16:30 UTC time. Actually, 18:30 UTC time, sorry for that. And of course, every Tuesday as well for good old Tactical Tuesdays. Other than that, which isn't the main purpose, guys, get the donations in. Every $5 donation allows for prizes to be won throughout the night, which you can, of course, see on the twitch.tv/join squad, okay, which will be hosted by the squad devs with a variety of events. Other than that, guys, enjoy your night or wherever you are, and I will see you tomorrow night. Stay classy.